All praises and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ha Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule Great Millstone well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom wa abababal. All right, as prophesied, the Lord always had prophets prophesying in every kingdom, all the way up to the kingdom of heaven. It says in Jeremiah 28:8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. All right, so we're going to jump to Daniel 7, which Daniel prophesied of many kingdoms, all the way up to this kingdom of Yahweh Shai coming and taking the kingdom. All right. It says in Daniel 7, verse 20, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. All right, and this is America with the European Union. All right, it says, I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them, until the Ancient of Days came and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and which he's going to send his son Yahweh Shai. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces, which is that Roman Empire, which it was wounded to death, but now it is healed. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, which is America. And he shall subdue 3 kings, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and he shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, which as the Greeks, and they still do this today, but it speaks of this in Maccabees. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and a dividing of time to these last days. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and the dominion and the greatness of the whole kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. See, and this is talking about the kingdom of heaven. We're in the end of the Roman Empire, which now it's iron and miry clay, and soon we're going to be in the kingdom of heaven, but we're waiting for Yahweh Shai to return, which he spoke of this also in Daniel 8. Salakia for the noise in the background. My son is sleeping. Let me see. And, when I'm doing these sit downs, sometimes spirits jump, It says, Oh, yeah, right here. So it says in verse 24, I'll start at 23. Daniel 8 and 23. And in the later time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power, and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policy, right, Revelation 13:11, he has two horns like a lamb, but he speaks like a dragon, his draconian law, which eventually he's going to make it mandatory that everyone have an implantable microchip or die. It says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, which he's working in witchcraft. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Because he keeps telling everybody peace and safety. All right. But really, he's a weapon of mass destruction. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, which it tells you that in Revelation, that these heathen are going to try to stand up and fight Yahweh's son, Yahweh Shai. But he shall be broken without hand. 2 Ezra 13. Right? The Lord is going to destroy his military with a breath of fire. All right? That comes out of the mouth of that chariot. And then Babylon, which is his kingdom, the wicked's kingdom, the wicked being the so-called white man, all right, which Lucifer is going to fall like lightning. All right, it says, and the vision of the evening and the morning which was told is true. Wherefore shut thou up the vision, for it shall be for many days. Why? Because it's for the end. All right. And I, Daniel, fainted and was sick. So it made him sick certain days, not one day, but many days. Afterward, I rose up and did the king's business, and I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it. Meaning we're wiser than the men back then because we understand it now because we see these prophecies coming to pass. All right? Let me grab Jude, which he speaks of Enoch, which is even before, he was before the flood. It says in verse 14, Jude, and Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints to execute judgment upon all and to convince all that are ungodly of them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed. And talking about the 2/3 in America that are going to die the heathen death. You're going to know what we're telling you is true. Even though you reject it, you willfully ignorant to it. You're going to know it by pain. And of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. All right? So you're going to remember all those words that you spoke or you thought in your head while you're in that fire, that nuclear destruction. You're going to remember why the Lord's destroying you. And I'm talking to the Israelites that are going to be destroyed, all right, with the heathen. The heathen have no hope of salvation. Salvation is only for the Israelites. The Israelites, for, the foundation understanding, it's the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian. With that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua B'Shem Hava Kakodash. Shalom to the elect. Wa Baba Ball.